Rome's territory grows as Numidia's wanes. King Appius grows in his influence, and we have some specialists to train. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Old World in our Early Access series. One thing I have not been paying as close attention to, perhaps as I should have, is that yes, when you have to choose something new for a city to work on, you have these options here, but you also have these options here. And note that for every city, you have a certain number of projects, and these are the things that you've completed with civics. Also, things like, for instance, in Rome, we still have child labor from that event from the very first episode. We also have 3 citizens, and the citizens are what you use to fill these slots. Now, I talked about these earlier in the series, but as a relatively new player to Old World, as are we all, this is a system that I'm still learning. And when I select any city, not only do we have this list of options to choose from, but we also have potential specialists to install. So, for instance, installing a specialist here, we can do 2. We have 2 citizens here. We have another one in 8 years. But we can install one here. This would be a rancher. And I just remembered something that somebody commented on last episode, so I'll get to that in just a second. It relates to something I'm building, I think, here. We'll check. Anyway. This would give us an additional half order per year and additional science per year, and it would spread the borders. And then this would provide an additional, looks like about the same, but it would also provide, no orders. It would provide civics, plus it would provide stone per year. I kind of like the additional half order per year, so let's go ahead and give that order. And one thing I want to check on here. So let me cancel this quarry because I think I might have built the wrong thing. Yeah, we need to build a salt mine on this. I was building a quarry previously, and I think because I didn't have the lumber for it, I just absentmindedly made a different decision than I needed to. So let's fix that as I lower my microphone slightly. There we go. Had part of the screen obscured. I couldn't see. So let's, well, I don't quite have enough to purchase what I need, but I'll have that lumber before long. Let's see what else we can do in our other cities. Roma. Oh, good. You're done as well. So this is an excellent opportunity to continue to train said specialists. So we can have an acolyte specialist. We can have anyone else that would help give me more orders per year. That would be fun. That would be useful. Just saying. More training per year. There. Not bad. We do already have some specialists installed. It's not like we've ignored this system entirely. But I've tended to focus on choosing from this list as opposed to choosing from these tiles for adding a specialist. And it adds to the build queue all the same. Yeah, let's do an apprentice acolytes. We get that culture per year. Next units. Yeah, nothing I can do with you at the moment, so we're just going to skip your turn. You, however... Oh, I can get some lumber this way. Hang on. Let's go ahead and move you here. Let's cut the scrub. Now we've got... I need to clear that one more time. It took 2 orders, but now guess what we can do? We can build our mine. Perfect. Now, I think I will skip your turn because I'd rather focus on other units. Now we have this settler that needs to come down to one of these 2 sites. I think I'll bring this settler down here because we have 2 Numidian sites left to conquer. We really don't have that much left that we need to do in order to get that done. Let's take another look at our city connections. So this was another thing that was pointed out to me in the last episode or 2. Notice that lumber mills have an adjacency bonus with other lumber mills. So if I were to build a lumber mill here as well, it'll take 3 years, but then both of these will be more productive. And this one is here too. So we need to build one. Actually, no, my lumber mill's here. So we need to build one here and then there. And then there will be a nice boost in general. I don't know what kind of detriment there would be. There would definitely be some downsides in Civ 6 to the value of the land if you want to compare this game to what it's going to frequently be compared to, even though it's so different. There'd be some downsides in terms of the value of the land, the amenities of the city too, I believe. Maybe not that. Trying to remember the exact name of the mechanics. It's been a while since I've played Civ 6 in that much detail. But you would be concerned about putting lumber mills on every single forest tile near a city because the residents wouldn't necessarily like it. So that might be something to keep in mind, if not in the current version of Old World, in a future version. All right, so Aratium is not really a frontline city. I think I'm going to bring this slinger down to about here. Keep him on the far side of the river for now. This axeman can heal for a turn, because he needs to. You can heal. And it looks like you're in good shape, so we'll skip your turn. Skip your turn. You guys, of course, just participated in some combat, and we are out of orders. Amphitheater's finished. Good. Yes, we met Egypt last episode, too. Let's end the year and see how this goes. We just have these 2 camps left to the south. Interesting. A new marriage proposal for Prince Faustus Fabius has arrived from the Julius and Fabius families. We should consider how this will affect the court. How old is Faustus now? Oh, he's 26. He's not married yet. So, Servilia Julia the Smelter is your best option. So this would increase mining output if she became a governor. Antonia Fabia. She's eloquent. I like the idea. Let's go with Antonia Fabia as the best option. So does that automatically... Okay. So Princess Consort Antonia Fabia, she's 27, a little bit older, and a great minister. Wait, interesting. Is that the great minister that I achieved in the last episode, or did the game randomly create her for me? Not sure about that. Might find out a little bit later on. Okay, choose research. Free archer. Ooh, now that we've finally gained that ability, apparently, that comes in handy. Might have some upgrading to do. Let's view the tech tree. I haven't looked at this in a bit. Still have to spend some time looking at the bottom section. We really need to train rhetoric. So we actually haven't unlocked archery, and I thought I hadn't. I was like, where did the free archer come from? But it's just because we haven't gone to rhetoric yet. So let's see if rhetoric is an option, because I feel like we kind of need to do that. Joyous wedding. Show pop-up couldn't be started because the game object was invalid. Okay. Bug. The marriage of your heir, Prince Faustus Fabius, to Princess Consort Antonia Fabia brings the nation great joy. How shall we celebrate? Small private affair. So Faustus gets a discipline bonus, and we get an income bonus. All families have a 20 opinion bonus for 20 years. How the family's doing? Do they like me? Wouldn't say that I need it. Or we can decree feasts throughout the capital and gain culture in Roma. Let's do that. Next unit. Yeah, this settler is on their way down. We need to make a technology choice, though. So, can I just select you this way? No, I can't. Okay, well, the option to pick a technology will come up again before long. I hope I didn't just somehow mess something up by skipping away from that prompt. Early access version of the game. Stuff like that can happen. It would be a first if it did in this current build, but it can certainly happen. I kind of do want to build an amphitheater. Some additional culture in Aratium. All right, so we've got this one built in Antium. And we definitely do need to get some roads built out to Gades. So let's go ahead and bring you here. Okay, so I have to start at a city. I can't just build a road out in the middle of nowhere, which makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense, I must say. We have some salt here that I haven't mined yet. That's kind of annoying. I don't have the lumber at the moment. However, if I were to buy 10, I don't have quite enough. But what I could do is sell some of this stone, and then I definitely have enough. get that mine underway. Okay, time to make some moves on these guys. I think I will just keep... Well, maybe I need to heal these units up for a turn. There are some that don't need healing and some that do. Yes, I know. You'll have other units that have things that need... or have orders that need to be given, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and heal you up. Keep skipping these particular units' turns. We tried to sentry them last episode, and it didn't go particularly well because there are barbarians immediately to the north of the mountain. We shouldn't be able to see them, but we can. And so, all right. So I can throw at these guys if I move these slingers here. Okay, same here. Looks like this would kill them if I attacked from here, so let's go ahead and do that. Nice. So we can make them a Highlander, so fighting from hills. Okay, so that's a bonus that has to be trained. It's not innate, interestingly enough. Upgrade +1 to courage. Yeah, I like the idea of giving him Highlander. The ability to fight from a hill. All right, so that general is finally here helping out with this battle. Let's go ahead and move you down here. And now we are out of orders. Here we go. So we can't actually choose what we were hoping to choose. I kind of want the free archer, to be completely honest. But I will go with what the game recommends. We'll go with steel. New type of animal discovered. Scientists in Ostia claim to have discovered a new species of snake in the fields and wetlands near the city. The snake is a strong swimmer and hides in tall reeds to conceal itself. What should we do with them? So we gain another scout, and the governor would become, well, if he was a governor, King Appius, which he is. He's governor in Rome right now. He would become keen. So 100 additional experience for new ranged units. Or we can send an expedition to learn more about them and just get a nice lump sum of science. Let's go ahead and get the chunk of science. It takes a turn off of how long steel is going to take. Not the worst thing. Let's end the year. Again, hitting the 5 key to make that happen. The Ishtar Gate has been completed by Carthage, who I will soon conquer. Tired of Carthage. Hang on. I'm going to move this unit here first so that I only have to expend 1 order for these guys. Perfect. I'm not quite sure what the combat sounds in the game are meant to represent at present. Let me just say, I'm not quite sure. They might be placeholders. Who knows? All right, so there are some units here. It doesn't look like there are too many training up, so still got a good number of orders. Let's bring you here and you here. I'm going to keep this Axeman in Neapolis and have them just continue to heal, because I don't think we're going to need that many units. I'm going to have this settler hang out on the hilltop for the time being. And let's see what our workers can do. Oh, good. Road's done. Add a road here. So we can actually do this from a couple of different directions. Really? Do we have to... Interesting. We have to build a road from the city center, not from the outermost urban tile. Good to know. Good to know. Didn't I just tell you to build a road? I'm pretty sure I just told you to build a road. Why are you looking for an order? Not sure what's going on there. I literally just said build a road. You saw me. You saw me. It happened. Okay. So this is our city. This isn't Gades. This is Ostia. Yeah, these two prompts are throwing me off because we've got the city that we're currently looking at, and then of course choose production and Gades down here. So this is Ostia. And I knew I was looking at Ostia, so I was like, wait a minute, why does it say Gades? Oh yeah, because that's the button, not the label. So how about we... We've got 6 extra citizens here, so we definitely need to queue some of these up. And these take a long time to train, though, might I just point out. So it's going to take a second for that to wrap up. But it's okay. It's a necessary step in the right direction. We can place a specialist here. It'll just take 3 years. I thought I just... Didn't I just... Okay, there we go. End turn. I could swear that I just picked something for Ostia. Not sure what's going on there. Potentially still some quirks to the interface in its current version, which is to be expected. Ooh, you are now known as the Keystone. So we gained a ton of legitimacy for that. I don't know... Is it because we finished... I guess just because we got a certain amount of, not legitimacy, but whatever the point totals are there. Because it says progress out of 630. 630 what? I don't know. Just points for the cognomen, I guess. But we are now known as the Keystone. Cool. Alright, seems like this unit is ready to fight. What does this icon mean? Does it mean they're healing over time? What's that little icon mean? Does it mean they need to heal? I mean, because obviously they do. These guys don't need to heal, though. And they have the icon, too. Do they heal nearby units, perhaps? Here's the icon here again. Not quite sure what that represents. There's nothing on the tooltip to kind of tip me off as to what it might represent. But okay, let's go ahead and move our slingers in range. Excellent. The Numidians' camp has been raised. However, a trusted advisor reveals that the Numidians lorded over their rivals, the Scythians, for many generations, and that the tribe's location and resources are highly prized. He is concerned that other barbarian groups will challenge our claim to the conquered site. Curse the other tribes. This conquest is ours. Let them pillage and have their share. I mean, we're at war with the Scythians already. I think I'd rather get just all of that. Curse the other tribes. Conquest is ours. We fought for this. I'm not going to give it up to anyone else. All right, let's bring you down here. And once again, let's take a quick look at how many cities each of these families has. So Fabii, Claudii, and the Julii all have 3 families. So let's go with Fabius, our originals. So this is Ariminum has been founded. So we've got a lot of classical Roman city names already that we've seen in a lot of other games we've played on the channel over the years, which is refreshing to see. Securing peace. Speaking of the Scythians, our vassal governor Fulvia Julia the Delver has offered to secure peace with the Scythians, but she is not forthcoming about the details. Make it happen, or this feels wrong. I don't know, does it feel wrong? The Julii family is already pretty low. Make it happen, then. We're now at peace with the Scythians. Okie doke. Now we just have to get these guys, and there's some barbarians over this direction. Now, one thing I need to do, though, is train another settler somewhere. We have some specialist training up, and we have needed to do that. It looks like Antium might have an opportunity, so maybe we'll train one there. Simone the Foreigner, the Intelligent. 2 cognomens. An established member of the Babylonian court arrives with a special request. He wishes to remain in Roma as a foreign ambassador, living among our people but supporting the cause of his fellow Babylonians abroad. The honorary position would include a special home and access to the court, but it would certainly bolster relations with Babylonia. So this would add considerable discontent in Rome. Refuse. This foreigner is much too eager to help us. Yeah, that's kind of my instinct at the moment. I kind of feel like there's something shady going on there. We could have taken it in terms of the level of discontent in Rome right now. It's actually falling. So we would have been okay with that if we had chosen the opposite. But I don't know. That felt like it might have additional consequences down the line. All right, so let's see. Just a worker here. Settler here. Precious metals. In a stroke of good luck, a cache of precious metals has been discovered in the new mine near Aratium. How should we use this unexpected boon? Beautify the city. So we gain 30 additional culture there, and as a result, its culture level is approaching the next level. We have 8 points. We're gaining 6 per turn, so pretty good progress there. All right, so nowhere else that we can build lumber mills. We can clear out a bunch near here. Trying to see if there's a possibility to plant trees yet, but that's not in the game. Because if I could build additional lumber mills around this area, I would totally do it. Tell you what. Oh wait, you are done. So come here. Build one too. Perfect. That should really help with our lumber situation. We have a much better lumber income now, but it's going to continue to get better. I think I will go ahead and start just clearing some shrubs. And then we can turn this into a quarry, perhaps. Or a mine. And adjacent mines do get... So, just like lumber mills, adjacent mines do give their fellow mines a certain bonus, which is quite nice. Okay, so moment of truth. Yep. Okay, so we're building a road, and we can see the connection is working. Oh, look at this. So the roads appear to provide some benefit even to connected cities, because you see the bright green versus the kind of lighter green tile. Interesting. Let's end the year. I'm interested in getting as much progress on these Numidians as we can. A frantic emissary arrives from the Scythians. He accuses Governor Fulvia Julia the Delver of kidnapping their infant heir to secure the peace. How will we respond to this accusation? Return the child and order Governor... Whoa! Order Governor Fulvia Julia the Delver to commit suicide. Let me see if I can remember who this is. Is this someone actually in my family? I didn't even know Hostus Fabius died. The game didn't even tell me that. There might have been a notification down at the bottom, but there wasn't a story event for it. Again, this goes back to what I've talked about throughout the series. The notification system in the game right now reminds me a lot of Civ 6, and that's not a good thing. The notifications kind of appear at the bottom. They're very easy to ignore. And if you're not ignoring them purposefully, you could ignore them unintentionally. And I'm sure there have been some death notifications that I've just straight up missed. So yes, you can build the habit of actually looking at the bottom of the screen every turn, but I feel like something should be done to call the player's attention to some of these events, like character deaths in your main family, you know, a little bit more clearly. So, okay. Order governor. Where is she governor? She's governor in Antium. Return the child and apologize for the misunderstanding. Refuse to give up a perfectly good hostage. It won't be a big deal, right? So we'll lose legitimacy and get a lot of unhappiness in Roma. Wow, this is insane. The Julii would not be happy if we did this. Let's just refuse. We'll stand by the governess. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, next unit. That is so freaking funny. All right, so we need to keep building roads here. We do also need lumber mill here, but first things first, build a road. Nice. All right, so we're almost connected here. See, now I'm really curious. Like, I want to keep building roads everywhere now. Let's go ahead and build a camp here on those elephants, just because they're sitting there waiting to be taken advantage of. Aratium is connected. It is connected, although a direct connection with Rome would probably be pretty cool. Yeah, see, I want to just start training building crap tons of roads now. Let's go ahead and just start on that. They don't take that long to build at all. It's literally 1 year per section of road. Ostia is technically connected with Rome. And we have built some roads here, so... Oh, cool. We can use this worker. I never knew this was in the game. You can colonize the tile for Ostia. So it costs 1 order and 30 gold. And you can just buy it that way. So it's not like it is in Civ where you can select a city and say, I want to buy this tile, this tile, this tile. You have to actually send a worker, which is a little bit more hands-on, and I think I like it. Let's go ahead and add a road there for now. But I would like to take a look at my military units. That's something that would be useful to me. Add a road there. We're kind of burning through my orders a little bit. Yeah, so the road goes into place immediately, and you can leapfrog using a couple of workers. That's good to know. Yeah, so that helps me get this done a little bit faster. Right. Moment of truth. Almost moment of truth anyway. We don't have that many orders left. Tell you what, let's just go ahead and position these guys like on the border. Because we really don't have that many orders left, and I don't want to do anything too cavalier right as I end this episode. That would be silly. That would be silly. We'll move you here. Have you heal up. All these guys are within radius already. Okay, in the off chance that this unit does actually provide some kind of healing, I'll move him down there to where he has some adjacent units. I don't know what that icon means. If you know what the icon means, and now it's gone, interestingly enough. So maybe that means that they are passively healing. Maybe that's what that is. Because you haven't moved them. Or maybe it means that you've already given a heal order in the past, perhaps. I think it's a passive heal. But why, again, why would it be that why would it be a passive heal if it was this is the same question that I had last turn. This unit is fully healed, and yet the icon's there. So I'm not sure what's going on. All right, and on that very confusing note, we can talk about it in the comments and maybe get to the bottom of what exactly that icon means. Hopefully my confusion is clear on this point. It might be a passive heal icon, but it's appearing on units that don't need to heal at all, and it's been that way for a couple of turns. So what does that mean? I want to know. There's not a clear indicator. But in the next episode, we're definitely going to finish off the Numidians down here. We will fairly soon. It's going to be a while before the settler's ready. So it's going to be a while before we can actually take this city site. But once that's done, I mean, we can move the brunt of our army to take care of perhaps this Numidian site. I won't do it right away because I don't want to clear it and then have to wait for a settler to arrive. But once we've taken this site, maybe that one, but definitely this one and this one, I will try to make peace with the Numidians, and then we'll spend some more time trying to expand up to this site. We have this Numidian site here as well, which we might take from them. So we might just be at war with the Numidians for a while, but we're making progress. Things are going quite well. Steel is going to be done in 1 turn. How old, by the way, is Appius? Appius is 51. He's not going to last that much longer, I have to say. Faustus is going to be taken over. He's 29. Thankfully, he's married now, so we might have a grandson before long. But for now, I'll stop this episode here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think. It's really weird that Rome doesn't have anything in the middle anymore. I'll see you next time.